As governor of Egypt, Joseph became the second most powerful man in Egypt, after Pharaoh. After Joseph became governor of Egypt, there were 7 years of great abundance. There was plenty to eat in Egypt.
Collect and store the grain.
The servants of Egypt did not fully understand Joseph, who continued to collect and store all the food during the years of abundance, but they did as Joseph instructed. When the 7 years of abundance was over, the years of famine began. The fields dried up because there was no rain, but because Joseph had gathered and stored all the grain during the good years, there was food and the people of Egypt were not worried. Joseph handed out the grain in the storehouses. People in other countries heard that there was food in Egypt. The news reached even Canaan, where Jacob lived with his family. Canaan was also suffering from famine. One day, Jacob gathered his sons and said,
"Go to Egypt and bring back some food."
Joseph's 10 older brothers left for Egypt. They left the youngest, Benjamin, behind. When the brothers arrived in Egypt, they bowed before the governor of Egypt. None of them recognized Joseph, but Joseph recognized his brothers immediately. Joseph remembered his dreams from when he was young. Joseph was so delighted to see his brothers again, but spoke to them in a tough voice.
You are spies. You have come to see where our land is unprotected.
No, my lord, your servants have come from Canaan to buy food.
How many of you are there?
We are 12 brothers in total. The youngest is back home, and our other younger brother is no more.
When Joseph heard this, he wanted to see Benjamin.
Bring your youngest brother in Canaan here, and I will believe you. Take this food back to Canaan with you, but one of you must remain here. If the rest of you do not bring your youngest brother, this brother will be killed.
Of the brothers, Simon remained. The other 9 brothers returned to Canaan with the food. Joseph's brothers brought Benjamin back to Egypt with them. Joseph was deeply moved when he saw Benjamin, but Joseph wanted to test his brothers, and so he had his silver cup placed in Benjamin's sack. He intended to falsely accuse Benjamin of stealing, and so Joseph had Benjamin held. The other brothers all knelt before Joseph. They could not have their father Jacob lose another son, who was still grieving the loss of Joseph. The brothers bowed before Joseph.
Please forgive us. If our father loses another son, he will not recover from the grief. Please, please forgive our brother.
Joseph saw how their brothers cared for the youngest Benjamin and felt a deep compassion for his father and brothers. Joseph could no longer control himself. He wrapped his arms around his brothers, wept with joy, and forgave his brothers.
I am your brother, Joseph.
What? You are Joseph?
The brothers were surprised to see Joseph, for they had believed him to be dead. The brothers trembled with fear before Joseph, who had become the governor of Egypt, because of the wrong they had committed against him previously. But Joseph wept for joy and forgave his brothers.
Do not worry, my brothers. Bring our father here, and let's live together.
Joseph forgave his brothers for their wrongdoing, and lived happily with his father Jacob and his brothers in the land of Egypt.